Matthew St. Germain.
Oh, thanks, Rico. Oh, I'm dying. I'm back from Burning Man, where I tripped my balls all the way off and back on again. It was amazing. It was beautiful. And don't believe the news hype. It was a good time. I got a great story. The California Assembly has passed a bill allowing Amsterdam-style coffee shops. Now, the governor still has to sign it into law, but under this legislation, cannabis shops would be allowed to sell coffee and some food items. Regular coffee shops, they're already making a ton of cash, so they're not really allowed to sell weed. But this is being touted by the legislation and folks in government as a way to help these small businesses stay in business. What I would posit, though, is that what we really need to do is we need to reapproach the taxation system in California. The taxes were well out of control to begin with, and they've had this thing where every 3 months, if California doesn't make enough money, they've raised the taxes again. So we just see this finish line of success for cannabis businesses receding into the future farther and farther with every quarter as we don't make these earmarks because of competition with the trap side, et cetera, and this tax just going up and up. On the other side, I think that this is an amazing movement, again, for the further destigmatization of cannabis, and I think we need to just all see this plant in either coffee shops, in bars, and the more we see people interfacing with this plant, the more we're going to see this plant causes peaceful behavior, causes community-focused behavior. It is not the demon that it's been touted as for the last 100+ years. The story's pretty short, and I know Jason's got another one to get to, so why don't you guys all jump in with this? Who's the first folks on the panel here who's going to be opening a cannabis coffee shop?
Well, I'll tell you what. This
story's been they've been teasing this one for a while. When's it actually going to happen, Jason?
Well, that's what Matthew just said. He said that it just passed, and that now it goes to the governor's desk for signature, and then once the governor signs it into law, it turns into law, basicve.
I don't see this getting vetoed.
Yeah, I don't see this getting vetoed at all. I think this is going to go through. This is expected to go through from everything that I've heard. And not to mention, too, this is going to be a big victory for all of the consumption lounges across the state, because this is what is going to allow them to basically operate as a restaurant, because it's not cost effective for them to be able to offer just a consumption lounge and just feed that just from the sales of consumable products, since you're not really allowed to take home anything, if that makes sense, of anything you purchase in a consumption lounge. You're supposed to consume it there.
Could you break down the differences, Jason, for us on how the law is now versus what exactly is changing?
So right now the law is basically
artistry.
Yeah. So cannabis dispensaries cannot sell food products. We can't sell
coffee.
Or coffee. I consider that all food or beverage. You can't sell food or beverages in a cannabis dispensary. And so since the state does not have any ordinance or governance over consumption lounges, that's all left up to local control. They are viewed by the state as a dispensary in essence, because they are technically selling cannabis. So therefore that prohibits them from being able to sell any type of food products. And so they needed to make the fix in order so that the consumption lounges can actually operate more as a restaurant that also offers cannabis, as opposed to them just being a space for people that can go and smoke cannabis, but it's not going to be cost effective, because how does that really make money?
This is making way for the number one legal speedball, coffee and weed.
Mm-hmm.
Basically what fuels my life every fucking day.
Yes.
Yeah, restaurants notoriously are hard to run, and are money losers, and cannabis industry has been really tough for people to make money off of legally too. Is this what we need to have right now to put them both together, and it's actually going to make some money?
Well, I'll say
it's the coffee, Rico. Coffee's about 0 cents of water, 5 cents of bean, and then you turn that sucker over for $5. Coffee's a huge moneymaker. I don't know why I don't even know why I'm in the weed game, dude. I'm
right.
I'm gonna go open a coffee shop, you guys. See you later.
Yes. Oh man.
Baristas.
You can probably just open a coffee shop that just had a weed leaf on the cup and charge more just for that.
Exactly.
There is some pretty amazing cannabis infused coffee out there.
I mean, really, you just got to get one of those little fancy baristas that just puts like a fancy weed leaf and a little foam of your latte at the top. And, You know what I'm saying? And like tell them it's CBD infused, and you could probably get like $10 or $15 for it.
I like it. I like it.
You know, I mean, people will pay that.
Listen, when I retire, I'm just gonna open a cannabis coffee cart and like have a little like outdoor area and use my delivery service license to vend.
Are you gonna be selling indoor outdoor?
I mean, they did sell they did sell CBD toilet paper, if you remember that.
At the pinnacle, at the peak of CBD madness.
Yes,
the CBD pillow.
and they had the CBD pillow too. They did have the CBD pillow. Yes, also
CBD toilet paper to cool your ass down. CBD pillow.
CBD.
Yes.
I saw CBD stretch pants, like yoga pants.
My God.
Man, oh man.
This is yeah, and no, last year we got the CBD condoms. I saw some of those out at MJ Biz last year. CBD condoms.
Penis inflammation down.
Yeah, you don't want to keep the swelling down, bro. That's the opposite.
Right?
And I will tell you what.
You turn the clap into the wave.
This is I'm just really excited for everyone that has a cannabis lounge, because this is really gonna be a game changer for everyone that hasn't opened and everyone that is currently open. This is going to be a big game changer for them, and so I want to say big congratulations to them. I know a lot of people that worked really hard to get this ultimately to the finish line, and I know we're not there yet, but we're just about there. So congratulations and good work.
Hey, you think there's any way to lobby the state government to lower the excise tax rate back down to something reasonable?
We're trying to get there with them, bro. But you know, the SEIU is very, very much against that, and they're a big union.
Why?
Why? Because they're government union, and they're against anything that takes money out of their pocket. What do you mean?
I just don't understand how the SEIU benefits from the weed excise.
Oh, because they get a lot of money, bro. They get a lot of money.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, all these different.
Seems like if we could get that tax down to like 5%, then
because you got to understand the SEIU represents government employees. Okay, and so that's everybody in government. So why does the government want to allow for them to get less revenue than what they're already getting? The government wants to figure out more ways for them to get more revenue, not less revenue.
Gotcha.
Because we are overtaxed.
Government.
Yeah, government. Yeah, we're overtaxed, overpoliced.
You know what we found?
All of that.
Not to beat the crap out of a dead horse, but what we found out at Burning Man this weekend when the government fucking went away and didn't come back was, and we're all fine. We're all fine without the government. Take care of ourselves just fine.
Say that till China comes over here.
Gretchen's up there riding dead horses. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Oh my God.
That's boy.
Ride the
Rico.